Here is how you play the Growing Roots game. Now, before I started, I didn't have a die, so I cut up 6 little pieces of paper and I wrote the numbers on them, and I have them here in a bag. So when it's my turn, I'm going to pick one of those numbers out of the bag to see how many spaces I can fill. I also am by myself right now, so I'm going to have to pretend that there's another person here. Okay, so I'm going to pretend that I'm going to go first. I'm going to be blue, and I'm going to pick a seed. I'm going to pick this one right here, and I'm going to circle it. Now, here I go into my bag, and I'm going to pick out a number, and I picked a 4. So I can grow a root from this seed in any direction for 4 spaces. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I'm going to use a slightly larger pen here. And on your Nearpod, you can choose a larger pen. I'm going to shade those in a little darker so that I can see. These are my 4 root spaces. Okay. So now let's pretend it's my partner's turn. Maybe you're playing with a brother or a sister or a grown-up. They will choose a different color and a different seed. So they might choose this seed to grow a root. And then they go into the bag to pick a number. Okay, what did you get, imaginary person? A 2. Okay, so this person can grow their root, again, in any direction, 1, 2, for that number of spaces, and then shade them in. Now, each seed gets 10 spaces for their root. So I can go again on this seed. I'm going to go back to my color, go back into my bag. Now, remember, I've been putting all the numbers back if I'm not using a die, right? So that you can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or 6 each time. Here I go into my bag. And I got number 6. All right. Now let's see. I already have 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do 6 more. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, I can't go on any other seed, right? Okay, so I'm going to color in. Those are my root spaces. And now this seed is done because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces for its root. And now my partner can go one more time. And my partner got a 6 also. Okay, better luck this time. So starting from where we left off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy, those roots are really getting long there. Ooh, let's be careful that I'm not filling in that space. That space is still free. Now my partner can still go 2 more spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this root could still grow 2 more spaces. You can see that this seed is going to not be able to grow in this direction because it's blocked, right? So now if it's my turn again, I have to pick a new seed because this root is already finished. I'm going to pick a seed that has some space. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to work from this root, this seed now, and start to grow its root. Oh, 3. Okay, let me think. I might try going in this direction. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fill in those 3 spaces. Okay, and now it's my partner's turn. They're going to go back into the bag. Ooh, they pulled out a 5. Okay, well, they don't need all of those spaces. So what they can do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so they can only use 2 more of those spaces on this turn. So maybe they go here and here because now that root is 10 squares long. And they can use the remainder of their spaces to start a new seed. So let's be careful that that root is not using up spaces it's not allowed to have, right? And then actually over here too, it doesn't have this space, okay? So let's see, I rolled a 5 and I used 2 of those spaces. So I have 3 more spaces left. So this green person can maybe decide it's going to start this seed next and use the last 3 spaces to start a new root. Now, I hope that root is able to get to 10 squares long, right? We'll have to see how it does. Okay. So now you can see partner 1 is growing this new seed. Partner 2 is growing this new seed. They're actually tied right now because they each have one root that is 10 spaces long, one root that is 10 spaces long, and they've started their next roots at 3 spaces and 3 spaces. You're going to keep going like this until you can't grow anymore. Okay, remember, you can't go over somebody else's root. So at some point, you're going to run out of space.